Fancy another field trip? Good, because we're already here. The Clootie Well.
With the daily updates, you can't make up. It's the Black Isle Correspondent. She lives in Fort Rose and tells us what goes on. If your isolation causes desperation, try the Black Isle Correspondent. If you're feeling grumpy, you'll find some company here.
If you're travelling from Fort Rose to anywhere in the north of Scotland or over towards the west coast, you go through Och, past Munlochy, head out towards the Tor roundabout and you meet up with the A9 there. About a quarter of a mile past Munlochy. There's something going on in the trees that has always given me the heebie-jeebies. There are rags tied to branches going back up that hill into the woods. This is the Clootie Well. And it has always freaked me out a wee bit. Let's go and have a look around. Do you remember a while ago I was telling you all about St Curitin or St Boniface? There's a St Boniface fair in Fort Rose every August. Well, the Clootie Well is associated with him. In fact, it may even predate him, and there's a good chance that this was used as a holy site long before Christianity hit the area. In 1581, an Act of Parliament in Scotland made pilgrimages to holy wells illegal, but that does not seem to have stopped anybody from coming to the Clootie Well. Not then and not now. It's hard to show you the scale of the place, but there are rags tied to almost every tree that you can see. The water here is thought to have health-giving properties, and there are various ideas about how that works. Some folk think it's enough just to tie a rag, a cloth, a cloot to the tree. Other folk think you have to tie a cloot to the tree, splash some water from the well on the ground, turn 3 times widdershins anti-clockwise around the well and say a special prayer. As the cloot disintegrates, so the illness leaves the sick person, which is why you should always use natural fibres if you're going to visit a Clootie Well and make a wish or a prayer for good health. Happily, today, it is mainly natural fibres that are hanging around the Clootie Well after a group of volunteers earlier this year removed a load of man-made fabrics, shell-suit jackets, high-vis waistcoats that were flashing down by the roadside and terrifying passing drivers. Although this is essentially a place that is filled with hope, I still find it pretty unsettling, especially after having read about the practice of leaving sick children here in the woods by themselves overnight. If a kid was strong enough and able to survive a night in the woods by themselves, the chances are they would get well. But it still sounds like a terrifying thing to happen. Ugh. That's put the willies right up me. I'm glad you lot are here with me. Will we maybe just go home and put the kettle on? Have a lovely cup of tea and a cuddle with the dogs? Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea, doesn't it?